Welcome to Hornbill TV, your English news bulletin. I'm Lishni Chesty. After the government of Nagaland issued directives that all passengers entering the state, including those fully vaccinated, shall be required to carry a negative COVID-19 test report done through RT-PCR, TrueNet, CBNet with a swab given for testing not earlier than 3 days of the date of arrival, the lone airport of the state, the Dimapur airport, has taken strict cognizance of this SOP. Hornbill TV got an exclusive access to the departure as well as the arrival terminals to see how the protocols and procedures are being undertaken along with the Department of Health and Family Welfare. Let's have a look at the details from our reporter Esther.
We are here at the Dimapur airport, and as you can see that Hornbill TV has got exclusive access to both departure as well the arrival of the airport, and we are here to actually see the procedure and the protocols undertaken by the airport staff and the airport authority as well as the health department, and also speak to a few passengers who are here to see if they know about the protocols and the SOPs mostly while entering the state. We have here Mr. Shubham, who is the airport manager at Dimapur airport. So sir, can you walk us through a little bit over here? So this is the departure area. Can I just have the camera pan towards the departure area? So like any airport would have it, we have the check-in of baggages over here. And sir, so after the baggages are checked in, so what is the next step?
So the customer proceeds to the check-in counter. So wherever they are traveling, that particular state's COVID protocol that is being followed. If it is a negative RT-PCR test report, that is being checked, or double dose of COVID vaccination certificate, those things are being checked both in arrival and in departure. And we have put in place all the health protocols like sanitizers, at the important points. So as you can see in SHA also there is a sanitizer placed there. In boarding gates also there are sanitizers. So everywhere we have kept these things in mind.
We'll go and see the passengers checking in to depart from Dimapur airport. So now what we'll see is if they are providing with their negative test reports or double vaccination report.
मैं कोलकाता जा
আপনি লাহাতে both negative report আছে না double vaccination dose
ভ্যাকসিনেশন লাগা কার্ড আছে ভ্যাকসিনেশন লাগা কার্ড লোয়ালা আছে
RT-PCR test তো পুঞ্চি নাই লুবো না আপনি না test report আপনি negative আছে কই না আপনি এই দুখান provide করবলে জানে না জানে
চলিব হয়
তো only double vaccination la dose certificate আছে না এটা তো
হয় আছে
The samples are collected here at the airport itself. This is set up by the Health and Family Welfare Department, where samples of passengers, of every passenger that does not have a negative test report, will be collected here and be taken for sampling. And the passengers are made to quarantine till the results are out. We have here Sir Mugabe Zimo, who is the airport director, who will give us a walkthrough of exactly what happens when samples are being taken and what documentation is needed.
This is the medical inspection, checking whether they have done all the RT-PCR, CBNet, TrueNet, etc. So after this, and if the SOP also provides for people who have not done the checking. So for this kind of people, they will have to they have to give the details here, and thereafter medical team will take them, and there is inside there is a testing room. The samples will be taken, the details are taken, and thereafter they are allowed to go. Yeah.
So that means they will be quarantined. They will be asked to quarantine at their homes.
Yeah. This is as per the SOP. Whatever SOP government of Nagaland has already given. The most recent one that is applicable. Yes. Previously, people who have been double vaccinated was not required to do all these tests. Now, irrespective of whether they have been double vaccinated or not, children, any persons of 12 years and above, they are required to do the either 72 hours before arrival, or they have to come here and get it done. Yeah. Yeah.
So, in your opinion, are people very much aware that they need a negative test report or PCR test report? Because I feel that many people are just coming with double COVID vaccination certificate. Do you feel that people are aware about this thing?
See, awareness has been spread throughout social media. We have tweeted it also, and it has been, this information is available in our website as well. And also, airlines have been given the responsibility to pass on this information to the passengers. So definitely, the passengers are aware. Yeah, definitely the passengers are aware of their responsibility on their side, what they have to do. Yeah.
So, in your opinion, do you think there are a lot of travelers at this point of time when the third wave is looming around us? Do you think there are still a lot of passengers traveling to and from Nagaland?
Yes, the fact is that this is the peak festive season, as well as this is a time when lots of children are traveling out to get admissions and so on. So the number of passengers has not reduced much, yeah, and rather it is increasing. And then not only that, the number of sectors, Dimapur Airport has increased. Previously, we were having only some years back, we are having only one sector, Dimapur, Calcutta. Now, Dimapur Airport is able to connect to 6 airports.
Right.
So, definitely the number of passengers and flights has increased. But we are doing all this and, considering the SOPs.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, and so what about foreigners who are coming in at this point and entering the state through this point, entry point, and about the IOP and everything and all that? Are we also checking them properly? Those are coming from out of the country.
Government of Nagaland has already come out with an online ILP system. I think you are all aware of
Yes.
that. And regarding this COVID testings and procedures for the foreigners, Dimapur Airport is not the point of arrival, you can say, for these foreigners.
Okay.
Because Dimapur Airport is not an international airport.
Right.
And SOPs, whatever is applicable at the point of arrivals at major international airport, that is applicable. And here, while landing at Dimapur, then they have to satisfy the SOP of the government of Nagaland. Yeah.
Now we have the Indigo flight that's just come in from Kolkata. Let's have a word with some passengers over here. You guys are coming from Kolkata, right?
Yes, I have the COVID vaccination certificate.
And what about the negative test report?
I heard the news that they do the test here as well. That's why I'm gonna do it here itself.
All right. So you will be quarantining at home for some time then.
Yeah.
Do you have your negative test report?
Yes.
You have your negative as well as double COVID certificate.
Yes.
As you can see, there's a lot of passengers that are coming in from the Kolkata flight, and many are aware of the SOP that they have to have negative test report as well as the double COVID vaccination certificate. So there you have it. We are at the Dimapur airport, and it is mandatory to have a negative RT-PCR report as well as the COVID vaccination certificate of both doses, except children below 12-year-olds. And if they do seem symptomatic, then their samples will be taken. If not, it is not mandatory for below 12-year-olds, but mandatory for above 12 years of age to have both the report as well as certificate. Reporter Esther with camera person Ketho for Hornbill TV.